Has it really come to this? I thought it was time to quit the game. Looks like I get to make a comeback. Hello, Internet, and welcome to your favorite game show that does not exist. Parody! I'll take possible video topics for 500, Trebek. Scientific Purple Pro... Oh! What is the SCP Wiki? Yes, I got it right. So for those of you who don't spend your life browsing the internet at 3 AM, the SCP Wiki is a collaborative horror fiction website that has existed for almost a decade. It's dedicated to chronicling the adventures and misadventures of the SCP Foundation, a secret organization that keeps the world safe by securing, containing, and protecting things that are especially out of the ordinary, popularly known as SCPs. I don't have to tell you about their entire history because they wrote about it themselves. See that? There really are good things in this world. If you're interested, I encourage you to check it out in the description. More context? June is Pride Month. Let your freak flag fly. Get it? Pride flags. Okay, I'm sorry. Companies, organizations, and websites changed their branding across social media to rainbow-themed variations of their logos to show their support for the LGBT community. All well and good if you ask me. For once, I'm not being ironic. The SCP Wiki doesn't live under a rock. On June 2nd, someone on Tumblr, Scout, spelled 5C0UT, now deactivated, made a set of SCP logos with pride flags on them. There's lesbian, bisexual, transgender, gay... Hey, wait, what are those two stripes on the top? Oh, apparently they're supposed to represent racial minorities. Okay, there are three faults with this idea. First, the neutral tones don't fit the color scheme. Second, not all racial minorities are black or brown, and on the original pride flag, the black stripe represented victims of the AIDS epidemic. Is that what you want to go for? It's kind of an unfortunate choice of color. Oh well. The SCP official Twitter page posted a link to the logos, and people started to get upset for reasons of varying legitimacy. So far, everything was pretty tame, and the Twitter went right back to posting memes. However, the undercurrent of negative feedback was really getting to whoever was moderating the Twitter at the time, suspected to be DJ Cactus, a moderator of the SCP community. The Twitter lashed out in response. Why don't we see what the moderator of the SCP Twitter had to say at the time? The internet is not a kind place to hashtag LGBTQ people. Oh look, there's the hashtag. Gotta get that hashtag visibility, you know what I'm saying, fellow kids? It came with Chan culture and its toxic baggage. Making the wiki inclusive was a project that lasted years. Chan culture is not a mindset. Chan culture is a facade. I've been lurking the SCP Wiki for many years, and even in my depth digging and history book reading, I can't find anything really damning. Also, who are you to talk about Chan culture? As you said yourself, the wiki came from 2008's export on 4chan, the paranormal section. You literally are Chan culture. But it was worth doing. It was worth making the wiki a positive and creative space. It was worth purging members who stalked and harassed people. It was worth making, following, and implementing anti-harassment policies. It made our writing and editing better. Our community freer. Hear those audio effects? That's you. That's what you sound like. People who use the word purge in that context aren't usually the people you want to hang out with. In a later post by another mod for damage control, they denied that they explicitly purged anyone, which I'll believe out of good faith. Fighting against your own user base isn't always the best tactic, folks. In conclusion, we've always been here. We've always written this stuff. We've worked hard to detoxify our community, and we're not going away. Well, in conclusion, great idea, terrible execution. I'd give it a 4 out of 10. Needs more effort. See me after class. Oh look, they muted the thread. Go figure. For the rest of the day, the Twitter stuck to itself and kept reblogging people that agreed with it. What else would anyone use Twitter for? On June 8th, the next day, they made an example of the worst that came after them, reblogging them with snarky comments such as, "We don't need you here." If this was the opinion of a person, I wouldn't care. But this reeks of unprofessionalism. It is no place for an official Twitter of a website or community, no matter how small or large, to say we don't need you to any one person or group, no matter how terrible they are. That can be dealt elsewhere, in private. Anyway, here's the day in a nutshell. Just because it originated on X doesn't mean that SCP activated the SCP's Foundation's writing and best now that it's truly the best role extra-governmental. Like, how does anyone think that was easier to take seriously? And that's pretty much what happened. The same day, early morning on June 8th, the logo on the SCP Wiki was replaced with the Gay Pride plus brown and black stripes version. People were pissed. The next day, June 9th, the Twitter kept reblogging people to agree with it, but I'm too lazy to do another overlapping voice segment, even though it was very fun. They accuse some people of tone policing here, reblogged some more gay SCP memes there, it all blurs into itself. It also really says something when someone dislikes the logo so much, they make a tamper monkey script for your browser specifically to remove the logo and change it back to the default. All's well and good, right? Now that you can change it? Nope. Wrong. Some people said that this refers back to why Pride Month is really here and how homosexuality can't be fixed, which is true, it's not meant to be fixed, it's part of someone. However, this isn't an attempt to eradicate homosexuality, this is an aesthetic change for one person on a website. Shit was just continuously flung against the fan for the next few days. June 10th, DJ Cactus, a mod on the SCP subreddit and wiki, made a post titled The First Amendment and You, How to Avoid Getting Your Knickers in a Twist Because of Some Colors. Intended to be a response to the people against the logo change, it ended up being a snarky and unprofessional text dump. In it, DJ Cactus states that the logo change is akin to someone wearing a Pride t-shirt. Changing your personal avatar icon, which I have already done on Discord by the way, is akin to wearing a Pride t-shirt. This is more like painting your local government office rainbow, which, although hilarious, would probably detract from the brutalist architecture if you catch my analogy. The post climaxed in a message to people still reading who really didn't like the logo, telling them to delete System 32. Apparently, the mod running the social media continued with their power trip, reblogging a post from an SCP admin that says if you're any one of these words, you're not a true SCP fan, and SCP is not for you. I agree. Being homophobic, transphobic, or ableist is bad, but this post is crippled by a no true Scotsman fallacy, and the very nature of the internet too. If you put something up on the internet for free, it's for everyone, that's how it works. And that's when the fan flung back. June 17th. A YouTuber named Mr. Metacore, who does exactly the same thing I do, except with 2,340 times more of an audience than me, makes a video on this very topic, diving into what he sees as the decrease in quality of the site overall. He goes into one specific SCP, 2721, which is a sentient alien satellite orbiting the moon that... Wait, what? Got into Homestuck? I mean, Homestuck's pretty great and all, but that was a dramatic tone shift. Huh. Trans women as alien satellites hell-bent on destroying the Earth. Sounds interesting. I don't particularly like the SCP myself, mainly because I don't think it fits the tone of the site and reads more like somebody else's interpretive jazz poetry rather than an actual SCP, but A+ for effort. The author's mighty defensive though. Hope they don't find me. Metacore's audience, 234,000 subscribers, brigaded the sub. It was clear that another delete System 32 from DJ Cactus was not going to solve this fiasco. Dr. Sumerian, a well-known user of the wiki, made a response video to Metacore that's exactly 10 minutes. I won't spend another 10 minutes responding since I'm not Metacore. Although I like Sumerian's works on the wiki, he really didn't have anything new to add to the discussion in comparison to everyone else. On June 18th, another mod, Yorith, stepped in to clear things up for the newcomers. He corrected the mod on Twitter, seeing there was no purge of people, as someone who's part of the old guard himself. He also stated that the main shift wasn't a shift towards some quote-unquote SJW destination, but rather towards larger narratives instead of simple, concise horror. He invited people to read for themselves, and all was well. I guess. The next day, June 19th, DJ Cactus posted their official notice of stepping down. They posted an apology for overreacting and implied a willingness to collaborate with Metacore, the very person who railed him in his own video. However, the comments started arguments. Cactus responded in their usual unprofessional manner. An old comment was dug up, made by Cactus, about how he just wants them to stop winging, and the post was deleted 7 hours after it was made. Yorith made a mega post for any and all discussion about the pride flag, and then unstickied it in hopes that the drama would slowly die out. The next day, on the 20th, there were rumors that the mods were planning an official statement about the pride flag drama. They hyped it up and said in 7 hours a post would be made on the wiki, an official announcement, but they didn't announce what it was for. Dozens of people pinged bots to remind them when the announcement drops, and in the end, it was the contest for SCP-4000. A clever misdirection among the drama. I gotta admit, I smiled. So I guess in the end, we all need understanding. And therapy. Lots of therapy. Especially the dude in charge of the Twitter, what was up with them? Glad that's over. The pride flag's still up, by the way, and people are having a peaceful discussion about it, and I'd encourage you to not disrupt the peace. SCP really is a brilliant website, and a wonderful read, especially at 3 AM. And that's a wrap. I'll sign out here and see you the next time Internet Drama strikes.